tide, messing up my yard and wrecking my vibe. Move this quick, move that, can't you see the tide? Yeah, I'll be here all night. So we've got some coastal flood warnings, big time. The tide is rolling back in, and it is doing it very, very fast. That huge tornado and storms that are happening on the west are actually really pushing everything in for us. That's why we're having such a big tide, and we've had some massive windstorms. I'm going to show you actually what happened to one of the older lighthouses that we had out in the bay. It's completely down now. So the wind has gotten up pretty bad, and Terry was saying that he's kind of not used to the winds being like this all the time. Just having like 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and the tide has been pretty unpredictable. He's not really used to that either. I mean, it's just rolling in, and it's not, at least recently, today, it didn't go out completely like it's supposed to before it started rolling back in again. So I think we're gonna get flooded. What you think, Cleo? We can't drink that water. Ew! What are you doing drinking salt water? Does it taste good? It has salty eggs. Yes, my pretty girls. Freeloaders! Yeah, get out of my yard. What's the matter, my girls? You getting flooded? Ooh, bugs are out. Here we are, about an hour and a half later. Take a look at my neighbor's yard. The ducks are swimming in it already. And the tide is not at its peak yet, and this storm has not rolled in, not completely. So we might be floating away. We've got the golf cart in the yard because this is the high spot right here. Typically, we don't get a whole lot of water right here. This is more high ground, but as you can see, it definitely is trying. It's really rolling in. The next high tide, gale warning, uh-oh. We're in for it. We are about right there. Alrighty, good evening. Terry and I are admiring our waterfront property now. And our chickens are just loving this. Okay. The winds have started. And it is 7:30 in the morning. As you guys can see, that water is really moving in very fast, very strong, and it is coming up the higher part of where we live. Now I'm going to show you what my yard looks like. There you go, that's my yard. Oh look, flooded. That's my driveway, and this water is still rolling in. The rain has not even started yet. So we're in for a very, very wet time. Yes, it is way worse than it was yesterday. Surprisingly, the air is actually pretty warm. I'm going to show you guys how deep this is. This tide is definitely way worse than what we've seen in a while. Terry said that one like this, excuse me, hasn't actually hit the island for about 20 years. So Cleo is still out here. Cleo, you're enjoying this too much. You're starting to look like a drowned rat. Like I said, this is just getting started. We have not been hit with the rain yet. When we are, this water's gonna go up a little bit more, so we're in for a wet time. It's island life, that's what I chose. Holla! What's the matter with you? You're always disgruntled. You too. Alright, so I gotta brave this weather, walk through the tide. I'm going to Miss Barbara's house. This is a lady that I do home care for, and I'm with her every day. It's imperative that I get there today because it's Friday and I got lots of cooking to do for her. And then I gotta come home and get my Shabbat prep started.
Yeah, snap to it.
Yeah. You're ready for Shabbat, aren't you, honey?
I'm ready for it.
Alright. I'll see you, baby.
Hi, honey. Be careful. Stay dry. Hi.
I could just take a kayak through it, but... Whoa! Look! The ducks are swimming in the graveyard. Alright, I gotta hike up my skirt. This is gonna get pretty deep. So I just waded through all this. Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. This road though, this is actually where I have my van stashed because it's higher here. So I left it in Miss Barbara's yard last night. And you know what? These boots have lots of water in them. Look at it, it's just everywhere. Tide, everywhere's tide, messing up my yard and wrecking my vibe. Move this quick, move that, can't you see the tide? Yeah, I'll be here all night. Well, because we're stuck and can't go anywhere. I am a drowned rat. That is so deep. It was above my boots, way above. A drown something.
I fell asleep.
I gotta clean my lens.
You dirty woman.
It's getting wet out there.
Clean your stuff, it's wet.
Now I have my husband home all day because there's no running boats. So, we're making bread. Today I am making challah. Recently I've been making my challah in my bread maker, but I really haven't been very happy with how it's been turning out lately. I don't know, the following day it is so dry, and unless you kind of reheat it, slap a lot of butter on it, it's not that great. I don't think so anyways. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, and I'm really putting my love into it. So I will make sure to link in the recipe. Actually, making bread and you're over here getting a homemade raincoat. Over hat.
Yep.
Wow, you look incredibly sexy. Alright, so I've separated them into 2 balls, which are going to be 2 lobes, and I am covering this up to rise again. Woo! Today I'm pulling out all the stops for you guys, ring light and everything, because it is so dark and dreary and nasty. But at the same time, I kind of like it. This is the type of weather where I want to light some candles around the house and make some soup and get some hot chocolate and just chill. But before we do all that, because I can do all that for Shabbat, I can do most of that Shabbat and completely chill, we are going to make salmon tonight. Now, the thing about this salmon is it's going to be smothered in pesto. Homemade pesto made with my fresh basil, and instead of using pine nuts, is it pine nuts? Yeah, or walnuts, I'm going to be using pistachios. The flavor is amazing. Let's get started. Right now I have my salmon steaks thawing. I also have my cholent meat, but you guys have seen me make that before. So these are getting ready, and now we got to start on the pesto. All of my fresh basil is outside, so we're gonna go out there and collect really fast, you know, before all the rain and water drips down my shirt again. It's a wet time. So I would give you a recipe, except you guys know I don't cook that way, because I don't measure things. And this is something I just kind of made up. The reason why is because Trader Joe's actually introduced the idea of mixing pesto with pistachios and putting it on salmon. The only thing that I decided to do is basically just take them and completely combine them. So I'm making my pesto with the pistachios instead of putting them on separately. Let's see how it turns out. So far what I have smells absolutely delicious, but it's pretty thick, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a decent helping of olive oil, you know, add a little bit more in there and get it mixed up some more. All right, salmon. Now that I've got them completely covered, I'm going to put some foil on this and then put it in the fridge for later.
With hot water right now. Take a look at this video sent in to us from Sherry Davis. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Wow, where's that? Chrisfield?
Ocean
right
Pines.
on the Isle of White Bay. You can see the wind waves coming right up
Whoa.
and over the dock. The strong winds and unusually high tides are contributing factors here.
Was that the last time you've seen it like this? Was during Isabel?
Mm-hmm. Yep, during Hurricane Isabel.
Wow.
This is nor'easter.
We haven't even gotten the worst of it yet. The worst is coming tonight. Alright, in my cooker, I've got a bunch of vegetables. I had a lot of leftovers. Eggplant, squash, onion, I put a can of diced tomatoes, a whole bunch of good stuff in there. I'm gonna cook it up really good, and then I'm gonna make some vegetable lasagna out of it. You're gonna put your love into it. This is heavenly. I said this looks heavenly, but then my lens got all steamed up. Got my filling, I've got my cheese, I got my noodles ready to go, got my vegetables. Now it's time to assemble. Okay, I've got all of my layers, so this is what it looks like. And now I am going to have to make my sauce to put over top and add some mozzarella. I've got my 2 sticks of butter, and when that's melted I'm going to add in some Parmesan cheese and just a little bit of garlic. First thing I'm going to take. Because my husband is thebomb.com, he's helping me wash all the dishes while I go ahead and get my table set.
That's the way it should be. 100%.
Today, because the boats didn't run and Terry didn't go to the mainland, it means that he couldn't get my flowers for Shabbat. So, we improvised. Oh, gorgeous. Guys, they look pretty, but I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. What happened to my bread?
It looks good.
It does look good.
Is it like that Christmas vacation with that turkey?
Tough as nails or not, maybe the inside is really soft and moist. We will find out. But doesn't it just look pretty? That one on the top. And
You got both of them on?
yeah, and then I need the salmon down.
Oh, that one. Okay. 1980s ingenuity.
It's a reliable old oven.
It still works. Is that what you want on 350?
No, 325.
Okay.
Now that I've got those in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to clean up and get myself presentable. Listen to him. Wow. It is seriously to our back deck. Wow. That's something. I'll give you guys a peek here. My chickens are loving it though. I know, you guys just love it. They're getting mosquitoes and spiders and all kinds of stuff. Will's gonna go kayaking. Bugs just all over here. They are having a feast. Eat them all, ladies. After my shower, I decided to put my anchors on for you guys. My anchor earrings too. I thought it was very appropriate for this video. I put my anchors on.
Anchors away.
I know. All anchors down.
While that's finishing up,
Yeah? Alright. Make sure Jack and Pickles isn't flooded.
I mean, that thing didn't get along.
No, not that one. It's not that cold though.
No, it's not.
Ooh, sexy legs. Boom chicka wow wow. He also has a wet tush. He's so cute. Oh, they just smell delicious and are all bubbly. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how good this salmon smells. Mmm. Okay, yeah, it's everywhere. Yep. And the crazy thing is, I haven't even reached the peak of it yet. It is only, it's not even 5 o'clock yet. It's like 4:30, and we still have another 3.5 hours. So we actually might float away. Terry's out in a kayak going down the street to check the other house. And I think he had to move the golf cart somewhere. Not that there's that many places to move anything to. Yeah.
Paddle around like this.
Don't you look cute?
I can't paddle 55.
Well, our phones are officially out.
Yes, they are.
One last look before the sun goes down. About ready to light my candles. It's not hard to see the difference from this bird's eye view that I showed you guys this morning. All right, we're here, staying dry.
Speak for yourself.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Bye.
Bye.